Hey guys, it's MandaPanda and welcome to the latest custom My Little Pony tutorial. Today we are going to be transforming Applejack into the pink Power Ranger. I am so excited. I'm starting off by removing Applejack's head. I twist it to the side until it pops out of the neck plug, and now I need to remove all of her hair. I'm starting off by cutting off the bulk of it with my large scissors, and then I'm gonna go in with my teeny tiny scissors and cut the hair all the way down to the scalp. And this step makes removing the hair roots really easy. So once she has her hair cut, I need to remove all of the hair roots. I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife and carefully make a series of cuts all the way around the neck plug until I can pull it right out with my pliers. And now I'm gonna reach into the head and pull out all of those clumps of hair and glue using my pliers until the pony's head is completely bald and ready to be customized just like that. Now it's time to prep the body. I'm reconnecting both pieces of the neck plug, and I'm going to use my pliers to help me get that neck plug over the edge because this part can be really hard to do, and I'm just going to use my fingers to press that down. Now I am going to be working on her tail. I am going to take my scissors, cut off the bulk of the tail, and then push whatever's left of that tail back into the pony's body. And I'm using this method because I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna give this custom a tail or not. I haven't decided, so I'll decide kind of as I see what the custom looks like. Now I'm taking a little bit of acetone and I am just removing the cutie mark there. It came off super easy. Now let's get started with the customization. I'm gonna work on the body first. I personally like to get a paintbrush and stick it through the tail hole. It makes it really easy and simple to paint the entire pony's body without risking touching it and messing up the paint job. For the pink Power Ranger, I selected this nail polish from OPI called Short Story, and I'm going to cover the pony in 2 coats of this nail polish. If you prefer to use acrylic paint, I will put a good dupe down in the description box below. The nail polish has completely dried. It's time to start working on the pink Power Ranger's little skirt. I'm going to be molding the skirt using Sugru, which is air dry rubber, and I prefer this over air dry clay because it does not shrink. I have kind of molded it and rolled it into this really long piece, and I'm going to wrap it around the pony's waist to create the skirt. And I'm going to use my fingers to smooth out any lumps or bumps in the Sugru. That skirt shape looks really good to me. Now I'm going to use one of the tools from my clay tool set, and I am going to trim the top of the skirt so that way I have room for the Power Ranger belt. And this easily scrapes off of the nail polish. The Sugru won't stick to the pony until it has completely dried. So let's get all of this excess Sugru off. And that looks really good. Now I have some white Sugru, and again I've rolled it out into a really long piece, and I'm going to wrap that around the pony's waist right above where the skirt ends, and this is going to be the belt that the Power Ranger wears. And I'm going to smooth that out and then end up trimming it because I think it's just a little bit too wide. So the skirt's all done. Now I am using that same white Sugru, and I'm going to wrap all 4 legs at the bottom so that way we have gloves in the front and boots in the back. Again, just using my fingers to really smooth out that Sugru and then trim it using my tool here. And I'm going to repeat this on all 4 legs. So the gloves and the boots are on, the sugru is completely dried. Now I'm going to work on the diamond details. So the Power Rangers do have diamonds all around their gloves and their boots. I'm using some nail stencil stickers here, and I'm going to place it very carefully on the white area of the front glove where I want to put the perfect shape of a diamond, and then I'm going to use my finger to stick that stencil down very firmly, and then I'm going to grab my same pink nail polish and fill in the stencil area. And while that nail polish is still wet, I'm going to go ahead and pull the stencil off and let it dry, and repeat this process over and over again until all of the diamonds are on the pony. Now you can hand draw all the diamonds in if you want, if you think that's going to be easier. I just thought that this would make it look a lot more uniform. I have all the diamonds on. I've used bigger diamonds in the back than I did in the front, and I love the way it came out. Now I'm taking my X-Acto knife and I'm going to trim the skirt just a little bit, because the pink Power Ranger skirt, at least from the original movies, has like a V shape in the front, so I am giving that same V shape to the pony's skirt using my X-Acto knife. So you can see where that V is very pronounced, looks really good. The last thing on the skirt is the outline of white, so I'm using my nail striping polish from Sally Hansen, and I'm going to very carefully outline the hem of the skirt with a white line, and that is it for the skirt. There are some places where the nail polish has pulled off, so I'm just going to go in and cover those up really quickly. And then the final part of the body are the large white diamonds that the Power Ranger has on the chest. I'm using some clear nail polish and I'm applying that directly to the front of the pony's body, and I'm gonna apply these large diamonds that I made out of nail polish using a nail stamping tool. I'll put a link to a video down below for how you can do a reverse stamp just like this. And then I'm going to carefully place that diamond right in the center and use my fingers to kind of press it into that clear nail polish. And I'm going to repeat this and put a diamond on the left and another diamond on the right. And once I have all the details on, I'm going to cover the entire pony with a layer of clear nail polish to seal all of my work in. Once the polish has completely dried, it is time for you to decide whether you want to give the pony a tail or not. I couldn't decide, and then I couldn't decide if I wanted a pink tail or a white tail, so I'm just going to show you guys how to put on a tail, and then I'll show you all three options for the completed pony at the end of the video. I am taking some hair and I have cut it to 1/4 the original length of hair from dollyhair.com, and I'm using a twist tie to very, very tightly twist this small bunch of hair together very, very tightly, or else the hair will come loose. And if you wanted to permanently put the tail in, all you gotta do is take some white Gorilla Glue and put it directly onto the twist tie, and then put the twist tie into the tail hole, and then use the end of a paintbrush or a nail dotting tool, something kind of blunt, to help you push that tail into the body. The glue will completely dry and secure that tail in the body, but I'm not using glue because I'm not sure if I want to put a tail or not. Now the body is completely done. It's time to start working on the head. So I'm using some acetone and I am removing Applejack's original eyes. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Sugru and I'm going to fill in all of the holes from where I removed the hair earlier, because I want the Power Ranger helmet to be completely smooth. And if you want to, you can actually have a rooted pony, but I decided to not have a pony with hair. I wanted it to be a smooth helmet. So now I'm taking some silver metallic nail polish and I'm going to paint just the nose area of the pony and let that nail polish completely dry. And then I'm gonna switch over to white nail polish and paint in all the white areas of the helmet. And it is going to take me 2, maybe 3 coats to get a solid coverage of white here. And then I'm going to outline about half of the silver mouth area with that same white. The polish has completely dried and I have taken some nail striping tape to kind of map out the area for the pink. Now I've taken a really long stripe of nail striping tape, wrapped it completely around the head from the mouth to the other side of the mouth, and then one right across the bridge of the nose. And those are kind of my guides for where I want the pink areas to be. So I have started off with the top of the nose here, and while that polish is still wet, I'm going to peel off this nail striping tape. Now some of the silver metallic polish did pull off, but I can easily go in and color that in a second. So I'm just gonna fill in the rest of my areas here and then peel off all of that nail striping tape while the polish is still wet, because if you try to pull it off when the polish is still dry, a lot of the polish will actually be pulled off. The pink Power Ranger has a V right at the top of her helmet, so I am going to mark out where the center is of the head, about right here, and then draw a curved line that connects to the mouth area to create that V shape. And then I'm gonna fill in the rest of this area with pink. Now I'm gonna go over the pony's head with a layer of clear nail polish to seal all of my work in. I've cut out the eye area using some black plastic, and I'm going to gently place it over the wet nail polish, and it will allow the plastic to stick onto the pony's head. And then I'm going to outline the eye area with some pink sugru. Let's take a look at the completed custom. Here is the pink Power Ranger Kimberly, and she looks so awesome. Now if you do not want to mess with cutting out the eyes, you can always paint them on using acrylic paint or nail polish. Now this is what the pony looks like with a pink tail, and I'm going to show you what she looks like with a white tail and what she looks like without a tail, because I couldn't decide if this custom looked better with the tail or without a tail, and I couldn't decide on what color tail. So you guys let me know which one you think looks the best in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, little pandas. Until next time, bye.